You looking for one of the most versatile and dynamic ADCs there is? Or maybe you're looking for a champion with some weird dominatrix void body paint? Well, either way, I got the perfect champion for you. Kai'Sa, Daughter of the Void. Now listen to this voice line real quick.
You know that feeling when your skin crawls, like 1,000 needles poking through every pore, blood pounding through every vein? That's just an itch compared to what lives on me.
Oh! Tell me that isn't meant to sprout some weird kink. God damn! She's very unique in her playstyle for an ADC. She revolves around evolving her weird fetish creature living on her throughout the game for additional benefits based off reaching a milestone in a stat. So let's see what those are and go over her abilities. First, her passive is Void Body Paint. When Kai'Sa spanks you, she leaves a mark, also known as Plasma. Now Jhin doesn't pay for Kai'Sa's services because Kai'Sa likes to count to 5. He sees Kai'Sa, goes up to her and spits on her feet. At 5 spanks, she explodes the Plasma to deal bonus damage based off the target's missing health. Also, immobilizing effects also stack the Plasma. Like I said before, a King Suit evolves when you get 100 of either AD, AP, or attack speed. So running a hybrid build on her is actually pretty popular. Her Q is
Justice reigns from above!
Kai'Sa doesn't discriminate. She fires a swarm of 6 missiles that spread evenly amongst nearby enemies because she likes to spread out the pain. But if a champion pays extra, we can give them our full attention. However, we do make sure that they don't pass out too fast, so we only deal 25% of the damage to targets that we already hit. Once you level up your Dom ability, she's able to double her services with 12 missiles instead. Her W is what I like to call the ARAM Ruiner. This fires a long... It fires a long-range missile that marks the first enemy hit because they're a naughty This gives 2 stacks of Plasma. If this ability is evolved, then it gives 3 stacks of Plasma, and refunds 75% of the cooldown if an enemy champion was hit. Her E is Supercharge. Kai'Sa gains bonus spank speed and movement speed after charging up for a few seconds. During this time, you are a sitting duck because you can't auto-attack. The cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds for every attack, and when you evolve this ability, you go invisible when it's time to charge up. Man, this was a tough one. I really had no idea how to make this one funny. Let me know what joke you would have done in the comments below. Now that's it for her kinky dominatrix evolving void body paint, but next up we have her ultimate. Her R is Nope, not that one. Kai'Sa dances to a champion that's affected by your Plasma. Engage a large shield in that process. That's really it. You generally want to try and use this to dodge incoming wombo combos or dive the enemy that looks like they want it the most. Usually someone you know you can finish off quickly. However, when you do cast this ability, you can't cast any ability during the dash. It is sometimes good to cast your Q and deal damage to everyone in there. Now that we got a handle on those abilities, let's take a look at those runes. Since we are in this line of work, we're going to go Domination. Hail of Blaze to make sure our spanks are great. Taste of Blood because sometimes we go a little too far. Eyeball Collection because just because we went too far doesn't mean we're gonna stop. And Treasure Hunter because we do it for the cash. Wait, are we just a murderer? Secondary runes we go Magical Footwear and Biscuits because why not? You can also go Lethal Tempo if you like to go on hit build. That being said, let's go over the general builds. Oh, look at us actually putting the builds in the video. Kai'Sa can go both ways, since her abilities scale off of AD and P, so feel free to pick your poison. But generally, most builds on Kai'Sa are either hybrid or full AD. In either case, you want to make sure to get these shoes. The core items are pretty important and will usually upgrade your abilities, but to be perfectly honest, nothing is really bad on her as long as it does ADC things. I will say, even if Kai'Sa is full AD, she can build Zonias, which is really good when someone's trying to take over your Dom. Fuck you, Zed! Just make sure to prioritize your purchases so you can upgrade your preferred ability in the order that you choose. And last up before we get into the game, we're going to take Heal and Flash. If you're liking the video so far, please subscribe. It helps out a ton, especially with our goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers! So close. I think I said this before in my Gimpamumu guide, but he is the perfect synergy to your Dominatrix Kai'Sa. So remember, if someone asks you what support you want, go on this guy right here. Alright, we did it! We're in the game, and because we do like to go a little too far sometimes, we're going to take this knife and some mixed drinks, because it's not a party without some fun juice. Now, during laning phase, you do want to take some time to warm up before you go full Dominatrix, so just warm up on some of these minions until you get some additional tools. Use your Q to spread some pain, and the minions will pay up once they're satisfied with your service. Honestly, your early game isn't too good. You don't do a lot of damage, and you don't have a ton of range, so we're just gonna wait until we get our tools in the mail. Stand behind your minions and avoid the enemy trying to take control, and look for those opportunities to punish those naughty enemies for overstepping their boundaries. Spank that enemy and give them the Plasma, and keep the lights on when your light bulb is up, because we don't like those peeping eyes. Our services are discreet. Yeah, until the announcer shouts it into the microphone. But once we finish up in lane and the enemy has said their safe word, we're free to crowd to their tower and start our door-to-door service. But everyone gets together. I can't do it! When everyone gets together for their orgy, Kai'Sa loves to find the weakest of the group and make sure they finish first. Look for the isolated enemies who you already spanked with your W and use your dash towards them. Just combine your auto attacks, Q and E to maximize your damage output and possibly keep yourself safe for enemies that get too handsy. If you have upgraded your E and you dive onto the back line, make sure to use that as a way to get out once the enemy sees you coming. Last but not least, just blow your plasma on high priority targets to make sure you make the biggest impact. We did it! We won the game, and if you enjoyed this video, check out our GIF and Mumu to help yourself synergize your best with the Dom Kaisa. Talk to you later!